This is an urgent message. Space station shut down. Running low on supplies, and there's something out here with us.
Welcome to the new podcast by Elizabeth McIrvin, the producer and host of Mystery in the Radio Waves, now brings you Mystery in the Space Waves, a podcast where we talk about experiences with extraterrestrials and UFOs. They are out here with us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I have this one major story that I'll tell, but also just in general, I think really since I started doing shrooms, I will say, is when maybe I started seeing or noticing more, because I spent more time staring at the sky and just like having the opportunity to like, oh, wait a minute, that star's doing something weird. You know, like that. Should we close the window? Or is that?
Maybe.
Yeah, close it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, just little window
Sorry,
pause.
just LA sounding like a war zone
Yeah,
all
couple
the time.
But yeah, like I would see things like move around in the sky more that maybe looked like a centipede or something, just like doing a little bit of a figure eight or like a shimmy or something, you know? And I'm like, okay, weird, but okay, I'm just going to chop it up to a satellite. I don't know. And I was able to like notice more of stars going, I believe it's a satellite though, going in like a path, in a circular, slow motion, linear path. But all that chopped up into this specific time in Joshua Tree. And if you have ever been to the desert,
Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to freaking interview this friend of mine who has an insane Joshua Tree alien story.
Oh my God.
Legit an alien right in front of her fucking face.
No.
Joshua Tree story.
Guys.
Yes, and I keep trying to schedule with her. She's busy because she has a child, but it's okay, and I love her. It's okay. It's okay.
The children.
It's okay. I understand.
But
Anyways, yeah, weird things happen there. I don't know, like if somebody listened to this from another country, like how would we even describe Joshua Tree as like, I don't know, is there another country who has something similar where it's like a place that people go and like it's kind of known for having like weird
moments,
things happen?
I don't know. We have to hit the Google trial on that one, because
I'm sure.
It feels like anywhere that's just like deserty and just bare, and there's not as many people around to see stuff. See stuff go down. Like big cities like New York. I'm from the East Coast. I've had more ghost things happen on the East Coast because it's very colonial. Yeah. A lot of old buildings, you know, a lot of folks doing things. And but then when it wasn't until I came out here to the West Coast that I would have more alien, more things like that. Not as many ghost things for me. I've just been blessed in the places that I've lived, but in the sense of hauntings. But yeah, so Joshua Tree, desert life, even in Las Vegas, I had a friend there that was filming the sky because she saw something hovering over the, I think she thinks she was on the Strip, and just something hovering in the air shortly after we saw a viral video go down.
Dude, I literally just recorded with Dorche and he told me about that.
Yes. So I mean, and Vegas is a weird spot in the middle of the desert. It's like a shining beam of light, and I think that's the city that they said they can see from. Yeah, the brightest city from.
I mean, it makes sense if there's like dark all around and there's nothing, you're flying around, and then all of a sudden you see like a random city full of lights, and you're like, oh, okay, like I'll go check this out.
For sure.
Like, I don't know, it just makes sense.
Yeah, it's giving. Come right here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's what Vegas wants to give off.
True.
Honestly,
they're gonna get all of our money, and the aliens are also gonna gamble on our lives.
We're all getting off. Anyways,
we're all getting off. But yeah, Joshua Tree. So. Daniel and I, my cousin Zena, and his younger brother Devin, we all were in Joshua Tree. We all brought shrooms. It's going to be it's Devin's first West Coast experience. So we're like, yo, let's go to Joshua Tree. So me and Daniel have been there, like, I don't know how many times have we been to Joshua Tree?
Like 5 to 10.
Yeah, five, something like 7. I'm going to hit it.
For sure.
Yeah, so many times, and before this experience happened. So I'm not expecting aliens, you know, I'm expecting darkness, silence, the ultimate like isolation, sensory experience. And when you're in Joshua Tree too, it's very hot during the day, obviously, in the desert at nighttime. So it's very much like a sleep during the day, stay up all night, when you're there to visit it, because it's at nighttime, obviously way more bearable. This is also rattlesnake season. So, yeah, which I didn't know when I booked it, but that's fine. And the place that we had, right, I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I'm indoors, but not really, because when you go there, you like to be out back, especially on shrooms. So the place that we booked also didn't have a fence, which was creepy enough. So we're just looking out into the distance and into the horizon. And so we take the shrooms. Daniel falls asleep.
I did, yeah.
Which, has that ever happened to you on shrooms before you fall asleep?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like that's not a super normal occurrence for shrooms to fall asleep.
I've never fallen asleep.
Yeah, they've never really made me sleepy.
Yeah, it took him into a whole other dimension.
Did it almost seem like, was it hard to like wake you up? Did you fall asleep somewhere you weren't supposed to?
No, I was in bed. I was definitely tired as fuck.
You just like walked away, you went to bed, and you were like, peace, everybody, bye.
Which is not like him.
Yeah.
Did you talk about how you seen the lights in the sky?
Not yet. I didn't see it yet.
Talk about that.
I'm just setting up the scene so everybody knows where we're at.
Set up the story.
Talk about that, and then once they know what's going on.
Okay, you're good. You'll get into that. Okay, everybody, hold on now.
She
Hold your
sees stuff for
horses.
factualness.
Okay.
Factual statement.
Yeah. All right.
Mine says I got speculation.
Yeah, he's got speculation.
He's got speculation. Okay, we'll throw it in
Good
as a
speculation.
bonus.
Good speculation. So it's a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tell 'em about the beginning
he
of it.
falls asleep, and the three of us now, we're like, okay, we're gonna go out back, and there's always some kind of like fold out chair, whatever. So we're all cozy. We have our blankets. If you've ever done shrooms, you know you need something cozy. So we're enjoying the night sky, and we pull out the app on your phone where you can see what stars or what planets, And also, because it's rattlesnake season, there's a bunch of these little, I call chicken nugget, like, rats or whatever. I forget what they're actually called. Kangaroo rats. They're very small, but there's, like, so many of them. So they're bopping around the floor. And the three of us, Zena, myself, and Devin, we're just like, wow, the sky's so beautiful. And also now we're trying to stay up to the sunrise, which is definitely being accomplished. And it's maybe 4 at this point now, ish. But right directly in front of us, up a little bit, is Venus. We see it. We don't know that it's Venus at the moment, but it's Venus, and then 2 stars to the left that are very close to each other. And Zena goes, "Oh my God, those look like they could be like a gate to, like a pathway. If you're playing a video game and like it's just like lights paving the way." Those 2, they looks like that could be that, towards Venus or whatever. And we're like, wow, that's really cool. Blah, blah, blah. We could keep talking, keep enjoying. And then we notice 1 star.
Oh, wait, one thing.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes when people say stuff, I think, like, it's not a coincidence and it didn't come from nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. Like, if that was her, like, gut feeling, like, where would it even come from for her to say something like that?
Right. We're like, wow, your imagination's so cool.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, low key, maybe she like in another life lived as an alien and went right through that gateway like a million times and knows that fucking gateway.
Honestly,
I feel like I literally would never say that in a million years. Like
No.
that would never occur to me.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
And as you see,
That's
I'd be
pretty
painting
cool.
all kinds of wild shit. So
Yeah.
like I didn't think that either.
That's
I'm just like,
interesting.
I'm thinking
Wow.
like, what's the consolation?
She's
You know
really
what I
in
mean?
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should pull her out of the
you
woodwork for
can
this too,
continue.
actually.
Yeah, probably.
Phone a friend. Hey Z, what do you think?
Phone a friend.
Yeah. How'd you come up with that idea?
Yeah.
So the first thing goes through it, and like I said, I've seen satellites in the sky. So and going in a pathway at a normal speed, obviously, like a speed, what would be fast to us here is gonna be different when you think about the planets going around the whole sun. Like it's obviously different. So when something moves at what as to us is a normal pace or like a fast pace, like that's weird. Hold on, like it messes with my matrix in my mind. Like, so if it's not a satellite. So it goes, first one goes through those 2 dots towards, this is also going north, like northeast, like in that direction, like towards Venus. Oh, okay, that was weird. You guys see that? Like, oh, all right, that was super weird. 2 seconds later comes the same exact pathway, guys. And it also isn't coming from like through the sky. It's like it appears and travels a second time. The exact, almost like the Matrix redid it. I'm like, whoa. I'm looking around like, wait a minute, that just happened. Did we just restart this moment? And then a third time appears. And on the third time, something bigger behind it appears as well, and then chases those two go together, same speed, almost chasing it through the two dots towards Venus. And we're all fucking losing it now. We're like, wait a minute, Daniel's passed out in the back.
Yeah, I'm asleep missing this entire fucking thing right now.
And we're all like, what the fuck is going on? And literally, a couple days later,
yes,
Complex posts how they found activity on Venus.
Activity.
Like,
no, they made a post that they've seen aliens traveling to Venus through a portal, like exactly what
we saw.
What?
I swear.
What? I gotta hear about this.
Yeah, well, we gotta save it for
You gotta
the
send me the
podcast,
article. God damn.
Yeah, we should look it up.
Literally, like 3
that was
days
like 2
later.
years ago now, though, right? I think.
Literally, like 3 days later, this came out, and it was exactly
what we saw.
That's fucking crazy.
So that really just wrapped it up. I'm like, all right, well, we did it. We saw aliens. The fact that it was just going that speed, and then it had something follow it. And Xena already called the gateway thing. We're like, wait a minute. That actually just happened. And I was so sad that you weren't awake for that.
I know it. That's when I was abducted by aliens, guys.
That's it. Now after you said what you said to us, we're like,
Liz told me that like you should check that people get abducted and it can be a thing. We don't know. But people get abducted by aliens and
talk even closer.
You may not even know.
Danny, talk closer to the mic.
You may get abducted by aliens. You may not even know. Liz put me onto this, so I never thought about that until she told me this. But the entire time they're witnessing this stuff, I'm sleeping the entire time. And now 2-3 years later, I'm like, wait a minute, was I abducted by aliens?
Because you weren't really waking up.
I was tripping on the shroomies, and now I'm sleeping the entire time, and I don't remember a damn thing besides them waking me up when they said they seen the aliens like in bed, and just ran in like, oh my god, we just seen aliens. And I'm passed out, and I'm just like waking up out of a daze, and I'm like, what? And then I just went back to sleep.
You were really like unwakeable.
I was gone the whole night, and I don't even remember nothing.
So when you went in there to go wake him up, and you try to wake him up, like, did he even he fully woke up and was like, well, that's cool and everything, but I'm gonna go back to sleep now?
I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you went right back to sleep.
I was conscious. I was like, oh, and then I just went right back to sleep.
Yeah, you were right back.
Literally right back to sleep. I was not.
Yeah, and Daniel can sleep, but like he'll jump up, especially on shrooms. Like you've never been one to go to sleep on shrooms, and I have read that like that can happen, I guess, because I don't know, like put you in some kind of state or who knows.
I was tired the entire day, so it wasn't like absurd to me. I was exhausted. Everybody smoking hella weed,
traveling in the hot and stuff.
Traveling in the hot. I was so damn tired.
Yeah, but
so to me it made sense. But at the same time, if y'all see aliens in the sky and whatnot, I mean, if they're abducting people, they could have.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting that like you guys came as a group, and then just one naturally kind of diverted away from the group. To where, if he was gone for like an hour or two, would y'all even notice?
Oh yeah. Like if he was gone, oh no, we would not have noticed, honestly, because we weren't checking on him.
Ooh,
I was like, my man's sleeping. Like, good night.
Yeah.
For hours, like 11 to like 5 in the morning.
No, like it was like a full slumber.
Yeah. Didn't you say too that you kind of felt like something happened?
I don't think I felt something happen. I just felt
by the way,
super
do you have a lighter for this blunt?
That's a great question.
Super weird. I just didn't feel normal at all during the process of it because like time was just like, I mean, I'm on shrooms too, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm sleeping, so that's changing everything. But like, I just felt like time was going faster. Like, I don't know, it just felt like a daze. It felt like a dream my entire night. Like I felt like I was conscious even when I was sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those sleeps where you feel like you're awake but you can't move.
Well, that might have been from the shrooms.
What's the paralysis? Is that what
the sleep paralysis?
Oh my god,
like
it's terrifying.
Sleep paralysis.
That could be an alien story, actually. Hold on.
Yeah, me and Dorje were talking about that too. That that could have been either like paranormal related or alien related. The sleep paralysis.
The paranormal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel told a story about like he kind of thought he was abducted from like his park La Brea story apartment. He had like this bright light shine into his apartment. You know, he's like on the 6th floor, like, and he didn't hear anything, so it wasn't a helicopter. And then he said that he did have the sleep paralysis, that he wasn't able to move. And
oh my God.
Like, I don't know, almost felt like he was levitating. And then like kind of some time went by and like he blinked his eyes, opened them again. And it was just like all black in his room. And like just it was dead quiet and nothing was happening.
Guys, I will tell you, I've had sleep paralysis like many, many times in
Me
my
too,
life.
me too.
And I always chopped it up to paranormal stuff because I really didn't believe that it was just myself. Like, there's no way, because I will tell the story of this time that the first time I took a really like big flight away from my family. I was in Colorado Springs, again, very deserty, you know, or not a big city, you know, very like in a community. It was on a military base.
Yeah.
And I wasn't with my family. I was with my boyfriend's family at the time. He was in Iraq. I was just going to visit. Like, I was, you know, being a good girlfriend, going with the family on a trip. And his older sister just had a baby, which is why we were there. And she gave me her bedroom, the master bedroom. And that was so kind of her, which I don't know how the hell like, you just had a baby, and like, I'm taking my bed. But thank you, thank you, shout out to her. But actually
host.
not, because now I had this creepy moment in her room.
Yeah, maybe
So,
she knew. She's like, you know what? That room creeps me out. You can have it. Bye.
Bitch. You fucking bitch. I don't fuck with that family no more, so you fucking bitch.
Oh my God.
Long story short.
I don't
anyway,
fuck with them no more.
I do not fuck with them, but he's cool. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I was in her room. Again, dark. This is also way before. Now I can sleep in the dark. If I'm with Daniel, like if I'm by myself, I'm still like, eh.
Yeah.
But this is when I needed a TV for sure. It's a huge room too. So like I'm looking far away to the TV.
Dude, isn't that weird that that's the thing that people do for comfort is to leave the TV on? I don't even think it's like just, oh, we're putting on a TV show that's like comforting and it's comforting us or whatever. Like, yeah, that aspect probably.
Yeah.
But I think there's something about like throwing off the waves, the frequency.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah, like disturbing the piece a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exhaling.
No, you're good. I smoke weed on every episode.
Oh, good. Okay. little weed ASMR.
Oh my gosh, I should do weed ASMR.
There
Why
you
the
go.
fuck am I not doing that?
Dude.
God damn
I
it.
could be rolling up.
Damn it. Man, I've always thought that too, because I go to like so many different dispensaries. I'm like, man, I could have made like a whole social media about dispensaries, trying out different types of weed, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I'm just like doing
There's
it
a million
myself.
things, yeah.
And I'm not making any money from it, but that's okay. I'm enjoying it myself. It's all right.
We'll get there. Sponsorship.
Anyway, so you're in this
Okay, so I'm
creepy
in this
guest
room.
house room.
Yeah,
Not your normal
in her
space.
master. This is where she sleeps regularly, so I don't know
Yeah.
if they've whatever. But so it's in the middle of the night. All of a sudden, it's almost like somebody came up and scooped me like a baby. And, you know, so I'm asleep, but my body moved. My legs were up as if someone is holding me like a baby, right? Like scooping me up. My abs are tight from holding my body up.
No.
And my mouth is wide open, tongue out. Like this.
Hell no.
Girl.
My guy, I thought somebody was holding me and making out with me. That felt, but like I'm aware, I'm asleep, and the whole time I'm trying. You know, if you've ever had sleep paralysis, you're trying to break it. You're trying to. You're trying to bust out of that shit.
Yep.
And I could not, dude.
Damn.
And it felt like forever that I was in this position where somebody's making out with me, holding my body, scooping up, and I just at some point I was like, I was able to get out of it, and that was. The amount of time that you're stuck in that position is crazy.
What if it was a nice thing?
Well, is it nice?
No, but
I did not.
It's not nice. I know, it's not nice. But I'm like, I don't know.
No,
You know,
like they were,
your
like,
lover was
romantic.
in another country. I don't know. Maybe he astro projected to your astro projection, made out with you across
know
countries
what?
or something. I don't fucking know.
I'll chop it up.
Yeah. And be like, call him while he's overseas.
Yeah,
Did
like-
you like make out with me in my sleep? What happened?
Chance for that? Like,
Yeah.
No, because
Did you dream that?
Yeah.
Also,
Damn, I should have checked in on that. Actually, now I think about it, missed opportunity. But yeah, I mean, I've had multiple like sleep paralysis moments.
But that one's
like,
pretty freaky.
No, for my body to
weird.
be in a different position with my tongue out.
yeah.
And feeling like I've had
freaky.
the ghost moments where a ghost has physically moved my body, but like not my entire body, but like my head has moved my head out the way. So in my head, I was just thinking ghost, But the more I'm learning about the alien situation, the more I'm like, I was on a military base, Colorado. This is like 2010, you know? Like, this is a long time ago. So,
dude, I saw a UFO by a military base.
You said what?
I saw a UFO by a military base.
Well, see, that would. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I was in North Carolina, like out on country roads or whatever. But yeah, we saw, I mean, obviously, like being around a military base, we see like planes and jets and helicopters and Ospreys flying around all the time.
Yeah.
We know what they look like. We know what they sound like. So when you see something that's like out of the norm, you're like, okay, well, this is clearly not a normal ship that human beings made.
Right.
But yeah, that's fucking crazy. Dang, did you tell that girl the next day, or did you tell anybody?
I did. I don't know. They also were just like kind of they were cool at the time, I guess, but they're very bland. Like they're not gonna be like, whoa, I would believe that. You know, they're gonna be like, come on, Kay. Like, well, you know, they're like they're gonna gaslight me out of it. So I was just like, that shit was scary. And I'm already very much like my whole life. I've said this on other podcasts and to every person I've ever met. I don't do haunted shit. Like, I don't do scary commercials. I literally mute it or turn the TV. I just watched The Purge for the first time last summer because
which isn't even
scary. It's not. But the marketing is amazing.
The Purge.
I will watch A24 films because I respect the art.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
And certain seasons of American Horror Story. But the clown one, Asylum,
I literally was just thinking about the clown one when you said American Horror Story because that one still haunts me.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Literally, the sticker is on my the clown right there. I know. Sometimes when I'm alone in my room, I just like cover up that sticker. I'm like, it's a little too much. Actually, I shouldn't have probably put it there, but you know, whatever.
Oh my God. No,
yeah, those clown scenes. Oh my God. Ryan Murphy, you haunted so many people. That's the creator.
Yes.
I'm not even scared of those. I'm not even trying to sound cool. I think clowns are not scary at all.
When they're standing behind you and you don't know and they're quiet.
Or stabbing you to death in front of your lover.
Well, fair.
The clown itself is not scary. I don't get it.
I mean, just a clown by itself, of course not. But a murderous clown that has a knife in his hand and who's ready to stab you, that's very scary.
Sure. Do you remember?
Anything with a knife in his hand is scary. Chucky's scary. He's a little doll.
Yeah, true. My great grandmother used to collect dolls.
You can't walk past clowns.
No, I can't walk past statues.
My mom and my grandma used to collect porcelain dolls.
Yeah, mine too. And that's them.
They're creepy as shit. Bro. They do have spirits. They
have spirits. I'm telling you, I don't like looking at them.
No, they're creepy as shit.
Oh, and I wanted to say before about the clowns. You remember back at home where there's our town went through a season where people were dressing up as clowns and hiding in the woods along the trails. So like where we would all go biking, you know, through the trees, by the river, you know, it's so beautiful. And you're by yourself a lot of the time if you're not going with somebody.
Yeah.
And again, you have to run miles. It's a bike trail. So then somebody's standing in the woods as a clown. It was like literally in the news. People were not going.
Yeah.
They couldn't go outside. Like, why the fuck would you do that? You creepy weirdo?
That happened at your small town?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. And it's funny that we're saying American Horror Story Ryan Murphy or whatever, because the season that he did on like the politics or whatever with Trump, God, which fucking season was that? I don't know. It was the one like nobody really watched because it was right after Trump got elected, and that's exactly what it was about. But they talked about the whole clown thing going viral and like them acting all like murdery and shit or whatever. Like that was in the American Horror Story shit.
I wonder if that was the same year. I don't remember. I gotta look.
I think it was around that same time, like a year before Trump got elected. Damn, it was happening. Like 2015.
I mean, like the year that that was going down in my city. Like I wonder. That
was it 2015?
Wait, 20. I don't know.
No.
I gotta ask my mom. I don't know. I gotta double back with some folks because time doesn't make. I just can't put a stamp sometimes.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. It's
Okay, so you saw UFOs in Joshua Tree.
Yes.
And I never found the article. People would look it up if you want yourself. I don't know.
What article?
about aliens.
Oh, the
traveling
Venus
to
thing.
Jupiter.
Oh,
Venus.
Jupiter. Yeah.
Venus.
complex.
That's why I didn't find the article. I typed in Jupiter. Let me try this again, people.
Oh my
See,
god.
I was asleep. Look, they brainwashed me. I can't even remember shit about
They
that.
gave you a fake planet to
Yeah,
remember,
like,
or not
I'm
a fake planet, but a
literally,
different
like-
planet to
they're trying
remember.
to throw us off. Yeah.
Oh my god, and you have a little astronaut guy over there.
We're all
That's
about
funny.
space.
I'm the
Yeah.
spaceman.
Love space.
I hope they took me.
Kid Cudi.
I wouldn't be mad. Let it be known.
I hope
If
they
aliens
take
abducted me. I
me.
hope they take me. They put you
Oh
back.
my
They
god,
put you
that should
back?
be the name of your next
I'm cool with
album.
it.
I
Yeah.
hope they take me.
I hope they
Oh my
That's so
god.
I
funny,
hope they
actually.
take me.
They put you back. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess that's at least I get to see
Right
my
here,
family.
September
I
14th,
guess
2020, I think it
so.
was.
What?
The possible sign of life right next to Earth on Venus, September 14th, 2020. That's one of them.
September 14th.
Yeah, Journey to Venus, August 21st, 2021.
Wow. See, guys, I don't even remember really. Like, I can't put a date on that at all. Like, I really
Well,
have
you
to
can't
ask
go to your
her.
photos.
Yeah, it's in my old phone though. I gotta pull that out and charge that shit. I gotta just hit up Zena and Devin. Shout out to them.
Shout out to other
Most likely it was
UFO
aliens,
experiencers. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was definitely UFOs.
I'm talking for you guys again.
Well,
I hope the government doesn't come get me. But if you see UFOs by military bases, because the government got to deal with the aliens and they're working together, so they like, duh, it's so obvious.
That's so obvious.
Come and get me.
All right. Well,
I'm telling you, that's it.
Got him. Yeah, he
Mic
said.
mic drop.
He said, "That's
Mic
it."
drop. They're right there.
Oh
He
my
said that
God.
fast as
Like
fuck,
Kay
like you're
was on the
streaking.
military.
Yeah. like
He's like, I got this rehearsed.
Yup,
I got to
know it.
rap
Kay was
about
on the
it.
military base, and that shit happened to her.
That's true. And you
They're probably like, yeah, when they bring spouses and stuff, you can do whatever the hell you want. Just give us some technology, like an iPhone 14. Yup.
Thank you for the iPhone 14, 100%.
Sorry, government, don't come get me.
Don't come get me.
Telling you.
They came out with those articles saying that, like, what's it called? You know, the government like fully admitted that they exist, and
Yeah, that's right. So then
you know all that
must be
stuff.
talking
Like
to
they
'em.
declassified a lot of CIA documents,
Bro.
which those CIA documents, girl,
To me,
I never
you,
saw 'em.
the proof-
you gotta get into them. They're
Damn.
very interesting. There's stuff about astral projection. Oh my God. There was this one fucking thing. Oh, shout out to this guy on TikTok. I can't even remember his name, but it was just like some kind of like innocent little surfer bro who just seemed like a nice dude, and he just like read the CIA documents in such a way that made it like easy to understand, because it's in like this weird little like clerical language or whatever, almost like a law document or something.
Yeah, so nobody can fucking understand.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. He just like read it in a way where I was like, oh, okay, I like totally get what's happening. But basically, this one story he told that he was reading from the document that was recently declassified. It was experiments they were doing in the 50s. And they were doing like astral projection to another planet to talk to people from other planets. So basically they would put somebody under a hypnosis and they would walk them through like possessing an alien and talking to another alien. And they had this whole conversation that they had with the alien of like, you know, what is your planet like? Like, what do you guys do here all day? Like, I don't know. It's just like weird little questions.
Wow.
And then they like coached him to come back, like, okay, reach back out to your body now, you're back into your body, like that whole thing. And then like woke him up. It was pretty nuts.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Imagine being that guy. Like,
Oh
that's
my
your
God.
life. Like, you were born.
I would
and
shit
that's
my
what happened.
fucking pants. Like, I could not do
Like,
something like that. I'd be like, you know what? I'm good. I do not need to astral project to another planet and
Yeah.
another alien being. No, I'm good.
Yo.
So weird.
What a crazy life experience, honestly. Like, one day you were in kindergarten, and the next day you're astral projecting the
And somebody's typing up your experience on a
Yo.
fucking typewriter.
For real.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm not with it.
Wow. I'm not with it, is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I mean, astral projection is pretty overwhelming to think about, and also very cool. Because sometimes even myself, I try to practice separating my conscious from this physical shell that we have.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it's like not, you know, you're not always gonna be successful, but just like imagining that, you know, just thinking about how that is, like, for me, very true. So I don't know. It's just to take that to the next level of literally physically actually separating them. into and then traveling.
Yeah, and then traveling on top of it. Like, oh my God. Traveling with this thing.
But honestly, insanity.
Well, maybe, I mean, that's also a cool thing that you could kind of be coached into traveling to another dimension.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're gonna see. You think it's cool.
I know.
Well, just like the phenomenon of it, like
Open up
it
and
can
it's a whole
actually
different
be.
world.
I know.
Like that's possible.
But look, I think about it this way too, because like I definitely have a fear, because I personally believe that when we die, our energy is just transferred to the fourth dimension where we'll exist, because we are in the third now. So we'll just go to the next. But in the fourth dimension is the same as here. It's just there's no time and space. So you could be anywhere at any time. And that's how I think that we like receive messages, and there's weird timing and coincidences about things.
I like this concept.
Yes. But I also try to like imagine like, oh my God, like that's going to be fucking scary living in the fourth dimension. I'm scared of that. Like I'm so used to this dimension and this reality. Like I don't know if I'm ready to move on to the next one. And I don't know. I think that's...
we would just like gain the consciousness though to handle it as we do this
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, that's literally what I was just about to say, because I talk to myself and I say, well, Liz, you've been living on this planet like your whole life. So obviously you're used to it now,
right?
Because you've been here. So like once you get there and you've been there, like then it's just, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And hopefully I won't have anxiety in that dimension, because it's really annoying.
It's pretty popular, this one.
Yeah, it's pretty popular in this one.
I think this is also what you're describing is funny because in my head, I just kind of feel like a lot of the belief systems and religions are just kind of like Griffith Park. They just kind of are all these.
They're like
all
what?
These different
Griffith.
It's like where all these paths go up the hill to the same observatory.
Oh, for sure.
To the one.
Oh, that's such a beautiful metaphor,
Thank
dude.
you. So it's like it's not that.
I totally believe that too.
We're all just
no, it's the same
tree.
thing, but because
that's kind of like
we're
heaven.
separated by like cultures and languages, of course, everybody's going to interpret it a different way.
Yeah.
But it's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
Same shit.
You just described what heaven is to a Catholic, where you go and you rise up to this place.
Yeah.
And you move on to this consciousness or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
it's all the
hell,
same thing.
whatever.
I'm just speaking a different language.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I love to see that.
No doubt about it.
I love to find the similarities between all these beliefs because,
I'll do a bunch of fourth dimension research.
Honestly,
Logan is reading this yogi book. I think you guys would like. It's kind of like this guy wrote about these different kind of like Jesus-y type people like that he interviewed that they were just really like in tune to spiritual stuff and like were more like gurus or I don't know, like people that were teaching like spirituality or whatever. And anyways, what they all were like saying is exactly that the planet gets it all like mixed up, like it is all the same thing, and that I guess the universe, God, whatever, kind of puts these like high vibrating spiritual beings every once in a while in time to kind of remind human beings like how they're actually supposed to live. Like
a little marker.
Yeah, I mean, like I, grew up Catholic, and that was such a interesting religion because there is like historical context and whatnot that's actually real and kind of interesting. Yeah. But it, like the Old Testament being like the Jewish Bible, basically, I was just like, oh, okay, well, it kind of just moved into like another phase. The Jewish religion like moved to like this phase of like being Catholic in a way. And then when I started learning about the Muslim religion and Muhammad, I was just like, dang, he's like literally saying the same shit as Jesus, if not more like profound concepts that I had never thought about before.
Yeah.
And
they dive deeper.
They always say, and they always say like that was the next prophet. And like, I do think that was the next prophet, but white people were just like racist and like, nah, we're not going to accept this brown man telling us like, shit. But I'm like, literally, Jesus was a fucking brown man. God damn it. Like, I don't know. It's so stupid. But anyways,
obviously,
much respect for that. But Anyway,
it's so crazy though. The point is though is that how many universes and all this shit really like exists, really is really out there, and for us to cross paths sometimes would make sense. So the whole if anybody's laughing at anybody that believes in aliens or ghosts, I'm just saying there's something there. And for us to cross paths at some point is actually maybe more normal than we've been led on.
I mean, honestly, people who don't believe in that kind of stuff, I'm just like, oh, you're just like really deep in your meat bag. Like you're just really living in your meat bag, man, and you just like can't let it go for some reason. Like, I don't know, they just haven't kind of like woken up to the fact that like this is not you, this is not me. Right. Like I'm somewhere in here.
Right.
Like, dude, I heard a thing the other day, I don't even remember where, that your mind can run without your body, but your body can't run without your mind because it's all in here.
Right. Oof. Damn. Damn. Got me there. You got me there.
But anyways.
Wow.
Did we cover everything? You didn't have any other alien experiences?
I wish.
If I remember, I'll touch
Dang.
back.
Wait. Let me ask you some questions. Make you think about some things, okay?
Fire.
Rapid fire. Okay.
Rapid fire.
So,
who's your favorite alien?
who's your favorite alien? Tell me now. Yeah.
Men in Black, probably. Yeah, I knew it.
Will Smith, my favorite alien.
Will Smith. Oh my God. Okay. Have you ever met anybody like in real life where you're like, dude, like you're just not normal? Like there's something off about you that seems alien. Like I'm pretty sure I've met an alien that was like in a human body. Sometimes they look like they wear baggy clothes, they wear dark clothes, they wear clothes that kind of like hang off of them, like they don't fit very well and could be other time periods. They look like their skin kind of doesn't fit them. They say kind of like weird things, like the guy who was weird, you know, that I kind of think was an alien. Like the main thing that he said that like really got me, I was at Subway, I was making him a sandwich, he like came in, whatever. I checked him out. A bunch of weird shit happened. I won't get into it because I already told the story. But the last thing he said to me, he's holding his tray of sandwich and he's like looking around and he's like, "May I consume my food here?" Like dead ass. And I'm just like, yeah, you can sit at the table and chairs that are over there for people to eat. Like, this will like look like a man like in his 70s. Like, bro, you've never ordered a sandwich and sat at a restaurant before? Yeah. Like, did you just wake up yesterday? Were you born yesterday? Probably. I mean, that's what he looked like too. But like, he was, you know, he just like didn't look right. His clothes were like, you know,
never had this before.
Never.
Well,
Okay.
you might have it in another way though. Maybe you met a lot of people. I know it.
Right.
Terrifying.
Is that your stories?
I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I got ghost stories, and ghosts is different than aliens, so that's pretty different.
We did tell ghost stories on the podcast as well.
Oh, shit.
Because it could be alien or dimensional related.
True.
Depending on, you don't have
That's
to,
true.
But yeah.
I mean, I will.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was.
I have seen a ghost and I've been haunted myself super heavily. I was haunted by a demon from a Ouija board for like a couple years.
No, I literally ran away, sprinted away from a Ouija board one time alone in my room, like with my one other cousin Traylon, and she was sleeping over, and we tried it. And this is like I was like 8, 7, something like that, way before I moved to.
Dang, you tried it that young?
Yeah, because we were sick. We were sickening, bro.
Yeah.
And like I woke up in the middle of the night to it being on the TV alone in the darkness. I didn't know. Like,
no.
And not at the scary part. It was at a regular part. So I'm just like, cool. I'm up late
watching
watching
a regular part.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Like like my parents are asleep. I'm up late watching adult TV.
Yo.
I got fucked, dude. I got fucked. So yeah, we ran away from the Ouija board. Yeah. But in college, I went to Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania. It's like an hour north of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And I went there because
Slippery Rock,
Slippery Rock. Shout out to y'all. Slippery Rock made me.
Oh my God.
No, it didn't. But it was a good.
Did you live in a dorm?
Oh yeah, that's the point. That's the problem. You know.
That was haunted.
That was the fucking problem. I went to that school right out of high school because at the time I thought I was going to be a physical therapist. So I don't know what the hell I'm talking about because I'm not good at math or science. That's not biology. So whatever. But anyway. Yeah, so I went there because They had a really good program, and because they were building these brand new dorms when I was visiting. And I was like, fuck yeah, of course. I'm going to put in these amazing new dorms and then live my best life in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, so I get there and they put me in the old dorms, North Hall.
Oh, God.
The colonial ass stuff I'm telling you about.
No.
Yeah. And when my mom and my sister and I visited, we actually stopped at these dorms and we were able to get in because the door was unlocked and we were able to walk around. It was just us in the dorms during the visitation. And it was creepy as fuck.
There was no like lock, security code,
I don't know why it was
nothing.
open. No, it was just like a push door. I don't know why it was open. Again, wondering about why me specifically had access. Weird. So that's why I was like, I'll get into the new dorms. I don't even have to ask. There's so many rooms. Like, there's no fucking way. Probability. I'm also bad at math, so I should have done the math on that because I ended up exactly where I didn't want to end up. So long story short, my room was 3 of us in a square space, so it was a tight space.
Oh, God.
And my bed, it was in the corner, and I had a big dresser on the side of me, like tall. So my head's in a nook, like there's no one could reach my head randomly. Unless you reach up like from the base, so there should be nothing up here. But also my bed looks straight at the closet door, which looks at a mirror, and then out the window directly to my right I have access to the creepy bathroom windows as well. So I can there's a lot of avenues for creepy shit to go on, directed at me. And now thinking about feng shui, I'm sure I was setting myself up.
I hate cricks and corners and dark shit.
Terrible,
man.
terrible.
Everything's got to be
my
closed.
worst fears.
If we were going to bed, all these closets will be closed.
Oh, yeah, no. Every time I kind of fall asleep with it open, I'm like, I'm going to regret this later.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and close it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So the things the rundown of things that happened, my TV was getting shut off all the time randomly. And I'd be like, damn, I would tell my roommates, because at the time I was afraid of the dark. So I should always be waking up to the TV. I never turn it off. And I told my roommates, like, I asked them, does it bother you? But like, I need it because I'm fucking scared. And like, I own up to being a pussy 100%.
Them sleeping in the room was not like enough
it was actually
to make you comfortable.
Well, you would think, but that's why I was like, are you guys turning off the TV? Like, because I'm just saying, like, I do need it. So like, if it's bothering you, we could talk about it.
Damn it, you don't think they fucked with you and just like turned it off while you were asleep?
No, because they also, the other things that were happening after, I'm looking it up, why my TV doesn't have a self timer. No, could be ghosts. All right, well, I'm hoping not, So then I'm having other experiences where I was super fucking drunk, and I came back from homecoming, and I literally had to crawl I was so drunk that I had to literally crawl to my room, to my dorm.
Damn.
And I was puking off the side of my bed that's on stilts. Like, it's a high bed too.
Shit.
So I was a mess. I couldn't go anywhere the next day. This is why I don't drink. But so I'm passed out. It's in the middle of the day, and again, my head's in the nook, and somehow I get like punched in the fucking back of the head, like
what?
Hard, like it. Oh, sorry. I said sorry to the mic. My head literally moved, like, and when you get touched, like, you feel that I was just there.
Yep.
So it was like that on the back of my head, and I'm like, holy shit, and I'm fucked up hungover, so I'm sick as fuck. And not having really the energy to investigate, I was just like, oh shit. I was like, all right.
I don't have energy to investigate
like
this right now.
Yeah, I was like mid-sleep, like it was weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting woken up. I'm like, no, I need to be asleep.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna puke just looking out my eyes. And
how invasive.
Yeah, and that happened twice. Another time where she swiped my face. And moved my lips, like my head that way again.
Oh my
She
fucking God.
sat on the end of my bed in the middle of the night and felt my seat, felt my mattress go in from her. Sitting there, she twirled my hair. She, while I was laying there at night, like literally, like,
oh my God,
twirling my hair, dude. Like,
how'd you know it was a girl?
Because that's where I'm gonna bring the story to. There's a woman specifically who haunts Slippery Rock campus, and I didn't know about her when so
that's not in the brochure.
No, it's not. No. So and I know
it should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah,
it should. Yeah. But going forward is that this the exact hall is where she likes to hang out on Halloween, and they do this on purpose. Obviously, it comes in for Halloween for the spookiness, but that's not all. This is going on before Halloween, nonetheless. So this is in the first fucking month or two of school. So the guy comes there. He knew her personally when he was a child. his grandmother's friend. She was also friends with Eleanor Roosevelt. Her name's Emma something, I forget.
Oh, shit.
She loves Slippery Rock so much that she never left.
Oh,
And yeah, he gives this whole presentation because he's writing a book about it. And he says, there's 2 rooms in this whole building that have the most activity. But I'm not allowed to tell you which ones they are because the last girl's moved out. It's all like a, it's all like a dun-dun moment. Like he's saying all the right things to make the Halloween thing hit. But I'm also like, okay, I got to raise my hand, though, because all my friends, by the way, know about this. They know this shit's going down. I'm telling them. Yep. And he's saying, like, like, the girls left with, like, they've seen her walk through the halls, or, like, they've left things open for her to write them messages. Like, people have been trying to comment. But I'm like, I am not contacting. No, I don't care if you're my literal grandma. I don't want to see you again. Yep. Like, it's over. I don't need to see you in this dusty ass creepy way, like
Yeah, and so invasive too. It's not like she's just chilling in the closet saying hi. She's like touching you and shit.
She's like literally groping. Like I'm a second away from Scary Movie, like getting fucked up the wall. For this lady. My God. So long story short, to the end. I don't know. What I'm saying long story short. It's been a while. The guy, I raised my hand. He says, I told him what room it is, and he just kind of looks at me like. You're fucked. Like, all right, great. I said, awesome. And yeah, I left that school shortly. I only did I think I did a year there.
Yeah.
Just because I
wouldn't have stayed there long either.
I was trying, but I can't do it.
Your other roommates didn't experience anything?
No. That's why I'm like, I know I'm vulnerable because I'm the type of person that is, I'm like, I can tell, like I go into a room, I can tell by people, I can tell when you have a weird ass energy about you. Like I know, like I can tell that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm very sensitive.
Do you think there was something about you that she was like, I'm going to bother you?
Well, I think that was also where my mindset was as a human being compared to where I've grown into now and will continue to grow from. I think my mind space was just a vulnerable spirit, Like I was broken. I was going. My traumas weren't healed yet. I'm like, just like emotional. Like I was dating somebody it was a toxic relationship. It was like, what I mean? Like I think that like if I have intuition like that and I have like connection to feeling energies or whatever the fuck, like, at that time I was definitely low vibration. So I'm an easy target.
Yeah, my haunting as well. I was also going through the same shit and vibrating pretty low.
Yeah. So I feel like it's just, they're like,
haven't had anything happen in a while.
Yeah, me neither, right? So now I'm like, cool. I'm gonna keep working. Go to therapy, everybody.
Yeah. It'll get rid of your ghosts.
Yeah,
okay?
like ask yourself why.
That's what it's for.
You've just heard Mystery in the Space Waves. Hosted, edited, and sound designed by yours truly, Elizabeth McIrvin. Make sure to subscribe to be the first to hear new episodes. If you would like your view of your story told on this podcast, email mysteryinthespacewaves@gmail.com.